Well, the Russell Country Federal Credit Union launched their second ever Unity project today with a goal to save over $1 million in finance charges. Finance charges are the amount paid on interest and can be reduced when people refinance loans. The credit union is also trying to raise close to a ton of food for pantries at both Choteau and Fairfield schools, as well as the Great Falls Public Schools Foundation food pantries. All but one school in Great Falls has a food pantry for students.
There's such a need, and you just don't realize how much it costs to send food home on the weekend so these kids can eat over the weekend and to feed the kids throughout the week.
Starting Monday, the credit union is also holding several food drives at area grocery stores to kick off Fight Childhood Hunger Week. Well, if
you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. We've all heard that before, but for 7 competitors, that wasn't the case at the Keeping It Fresh recipe contest and cook-off. KRTV's Cody Proctor spoke with today's youngest competitor.
10-year-old Liam Devine may be a little in over his head. He's only made antipasto twice before in his life and doesn't have the recipe quite down yet.
Gardenera, artichoke hearts, mushrooms, black olives, tomato sauce.
And now he's already putting his newly learned skills to the test in the Keeping It Fresh recipe contest and cook-off. The timed competition is the kickoff for Fight Childhood Hunger Week in Great Falls. According to Feeding America, in 2011, over 3,800 kids in Cascade County suffer food insecurity and don't know where their next meal will come from. Student outreach member Annie Lewis says the week is about improving community awareness.
It's really cool to see what the community can do when something like this is a problem in the community. So I was really happy that all these people were interested and willing to do this.
Contestants first entered their recipes, and from there, 7 cooks were selected. With only 30 minutes, the clock counted down as chefs frantically made their meals. Afterwards, the judges taste tested the meals. And while Devine didn't end up winning, he did get some compliments from the judges.
Makes me feel great.
Why is that?
Because then it tells me that I'm a good cook.
And for only his 3rd time cooking, that's not a bad result. In Great Falls, Cody Proctor, MTN News.
The next event for the Fight Childhood Hunger Week is the Battle of the Band kickoff event that takes place this Friday at the Faith Center. Students, parents, and organizations are raising both food and money to help fight childhood hunger this week. MTN's Alex Backus explains where it will go and why some say this is a hidden issue.
You don't look at your classmate and know they're using the food pantry. It's kind of an underlying issue I think our community is not always fully aware of.
And the goal of this week is to change that for the over 3,800 children in Cascade County who don't know where their next meal is coming from. All collected money and food will go towards school food pantries.
The great thing about school food pantries is that we get to those kids directly. So whatever they have going on in their homes, that's not for us to judge, but we can feed the kids.
Feeding kids is a priority to Great Falls Community Food Bank Director Dave Abbott.
They're the part of our community who have the least amount of power and authority. They really are at the mercy of their environment.
And that's why the food bank contributes to 19 schools in Great Falls with the backpack program and pantries.
Every Friday I go down with some school pantry coordinators and we go shopping at Sam's Club. I get bananas, apples, pears, peppers, tomatoes, and basically it's to take back and to make sure that kids get something healthy to eat for that day.
And the week has drummed up significant support from sponsors all across town.
They were chosen by committee, of course, because fighting childhood hunger is important to all of us. And so they were awarded a $1,000 grant. Children's a big deal. If they don't eat, they don't learn.
And over 10 students from Great Falls schools have helped facilitate this week's efforts.
What's really fun is to see kids helping kids, and that's in the bottom line what this week is all about. It just breaks our heart to see a hungry kid.
It just shows that there's leadership across this whole town. You see these families who desperately need it, and the joy that they get when you bring that to them, when you help them out, it's really rewarding.
In Great Falls, Alex Backus, MTN News.
And Dave tells us the food bank received an anonymous $15,000 donation for the food bank pantry. Fight Childhood Hunger Week in Great Falls is about halfway through. With several events still to go, organizers are hoping to ramp up fundraising efforts. KRTV's Cody Proctor has more.
Fight Childhood Hunger Week kicked off for the first time on Monday when the finalists from the Keeping It Fresh recipe contest cooked up their entries against each other. And since that first event, volunteers with the week say they're getting closer to their main goal, raising awareness about those in need of food.
People don't realize that their neighbors might be going to the food pantries, or that there's people every day that, you know, are food insecure and they don't know where their next meal is going to come from.
And by becoming more aware, the community is already giving back.
Great Falls High has seen a number of donations to our food pantry just through people who have heard about it because of the Fight Childhood Hunger Week. The food bank has seen donations.
More events take place this weekend, including the 5K fun run on Saturday at CM Russell High School. My Student in Need will pass out stickers to participants after every lap. Each sticker equals 1 pound of food that My Student in Need will donate to the school food pantries.
I hope that this is like a little pebble in a pond, and if you drop it in the pond you get ripples, and the ripples cover the entire pond. And that means that we do this forever, because no child should be hungry.
The final event for the week will be the Take It or Leave It swap meet on Sunday. In Great Falls, Cody Proctor, MTN News.
Now, the next event for Fight Childhood Hunger Week takes place in just a few moments, actually. That's the Battle of the Band kickoff at Faith Center. That starts right at 6 o'clock.
Fight Childhood Hunger Week continued to run strong today, even in the snowy weather, and supporters ran outside for the 7-Up 5K fun run. Around 100 runners turned out for the event at CM Russell High School's field house, and those not wanting to brave the snowy weather walked laps around the field house. For every lap, a sticker from My Student in Need was collected. Each sticker equals about 1 pound of food the organization will donate to school food pantries. Over 2,000 stickers were given out, meaning 2,000 pounds of food will be donated.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's great to see the community get involved towards this problem and help spread awareness, see if we can help build up the food pantries and help to end childhood hunger in our region.
And the final event for Fight Childhood Hunger Week is at the Take It or Leave It swap meet at the Montana Expo Park that runs from noon until 4 p.m. tomorrow.